Hey there everyone, welcome to Violet's Dream Tarot. So in the last video I filmed, which was the general predictions reading for January, which is linked in the description box below if you haven't seen that, I used a little lilac doll on one of the piles, and now today I'm using her friends, I suppose, or her sisters, the other ones that I have. So they're all different colours, and that's what we've got on our piles today. Before I get started with the piles, I want to say a big thank you to my anonymous donor who has sent this gorgeous new deck for us to try. It's called Flower Petals. She also sent another lovely deck for us in our previous video, and she has sent another deck before that as well. So you are just incredibly generous, and I just want to say thank you so much for doing this, and you've brought a lot of diversity and beautiful decks to the channel, so thank you so much for that. You are really very kind, and I know you want to remain anonymous because I'm trying to hold myself back from saying your name, but thank you so much for that, and thank you to everyone who has donated to the channel. Thank you to all of my patrons, including Alexandra, Kat and Kelly. Thank you so much for all of your support. So let's look at the piles today. Just ask yourself, what's coming up for me in my love life in January, or what should I expect in my love life in January? Those sorts of questions. So over on pile 1, we've got this doll in like a white hat and coat. These are very Russian style dolls, and we'll be using the Happy Tarot for pile 1. Then over on pile 2, we've got this doll in like a dark blue hat and coat, and we'll be using the Oceanic Tarot for that doll. And then on pile 3, we have this doll with like a white hat and a red coat, and we'll be using Tarot in Wonderland for pile 3. So whichever pile or piles is calling your name, that will be the most accurate reading for you. Not your favorite color. I would say choose intuitively, choose the pile that you feel most drawn to, most kind of pulled to. You can't take your eyes off that pile. It's fine to choose more than one pile. I would say that usually if you choose more than one pile, you might just get certain messages from each pile, or you might resonate with about 50% of each pile. That's fine, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't from this reading. As usual, I'll be using charms and dice once we've got all our cards out, and we are also picking a gnome today. So we've got Gnome A here, Gismund. And the gnomes are going to give you some extra messages. Gnome B is Gunvald. Gnome C is Geir. And Gnome D is Gjord. And again, you can choose more than one of those if you feel drawn to more than one. You don't have to choose those right now. You can go ahead and watch your main reading first if you want to do that. But I know you guys really like the kind of layered reading, because that just makes it a little bit more personalized for you all. So when you're ready, you can pause the video if you need more time. I know there's quite a lot of choosing going on here. I'll get started with pile number 1. I recommend watching these piles first because they're your main reading. The gnomes will just give you some extra messages. And yeah, I'm going to get started now. Hey there, group 1. If you chose the Happy Tarot and the doll in the white coat, then this is your reading. Let's put her there. So let's see what's coming up for you in January. I'll be shuffling on camera. I've got plenty of oracle cards that I've chosen to use today, and obviously the charms and dice as well, like always. So it's going to be a very full reading before we even get to your gnome. Group 1, love life in January. Okay, so we've got a few cards here. Let's see what they have to say. So we've got 5 of Wands, first of all. Then King of Wands, so strong Wands energy coming out. 8 of Swords. and the Chariot. So I'm seeing Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and also Cancer coming out as zodiac signs for this pile. What I would say is that January seems to be a time when you're not sure what you want, or you kind of have an idea of what you want. Maybe you like someone or you're dating, but you feel like circumstances keep getting in the way. Because with this King of Wands character here, it feels like there is someone you've got your eye on, or you're just kind of envisaging what it is that you want, because the King of Wands is this visionary character and he's able to see exactly what he wants, and he's not afraid to go out after that with all of his enthusiasm and putting, you know, all of his self-confidence behind his ideas. So the King of Wands could be someone that you're talking to, could be yourself, someone that you just like but aren't sure if they feel the same way. Because I feel like for some of you there is someone that you like, but they are like the circumstances of other people is what's getting in the way. Because with this Five of Wands card, I feel like you're maybe in a friendship group with someone, or this person has kids, or you work with them, and so you're worried about what other people would say, or other people seeming to get in your way, and that's kind of holding you back. But for a lot of you, I think it's also other circumstances, like just being really busy in January, you know, things getting all happening at once. Let's get a Romance Angel card. Group 1 in January. True love. Wow. This is the romance of a lifetime. So there definitely seems to be these strong feelings for you in January. Maybe someone is going to express feelings for you and you had no idea, and you're thinking, well, have I got time for this? Or what would these people say or think? Evil Queen, number 2. You deserve sugar, not salt. Interesting. Maybe that again is saying, look, don't worry what other people say. You know, if people are horrible to you about this, maybe it's someone's ex, or, you know, someone's really close friend, or someone you work with, and people just think, you know, you shouldn't be dating this person. Don't bother about what they say. You know, maybe those people aren't that nice if they would try and stop you from celebrating or from being happy. I think for a lot of you as well, this card means that you've been through a tough time recently, maybe not just in love, and January starts to be a time when things start turning around for you and become a lot more positive for you. So if that's the case, if you have been through a rough time recently, then just know that your luck is about to change. Gossamer Princess, number 12. Communication, relationship work to be done. Yeah, it feels as though there are these strong feelings there, but that there's something kind of getting in the way, and it's not the easiest partnership as a result of that. So, you know, if this person has kids, they might not want you to meet them straight away, or they might not want to tell them straight away, or if you do work together, you're worried about things being awkward if it goes wrong, or you're worried about workplace gossip even if it goes well, you know. You're worried about messing up your friendship group by getting involved with someone who is a member of that. High Priestess, High Priest, responsibility. Yeah, I think both of you take your responsibilities seriously, which is why I'm just naming what they could be, you know, like children, or recently coming out of a long-term relationship, working together, feeling duty-bound. As a result of that, feels like both of you are very sensible, at least, which is nice. It feels as though you don't want to make any sudden movements, is what I'm hearing. Like, this has to be kind of gentle, because for you in particular, it feels as though you're really afraid of making the wrong move, or you're really afraid of saying something that you can't take back, or kind of doing something that will end up making it awkward, or, you know, stop things from moving forward as they should. Then we have Song of the Siren, number 5. The call, summoning, voice, to acknowledge. So I like that word acknowledge, acknowledgement of your feelings in this month, and acknowledgement of where you are in your love life. You know, if you are dating someone, you might want to be having the talk about what this relationship means to that person. If you're in a deeper relationship, you might want to be talking about taking it to the next level. You know, some of you possibly looking to move in, but you're worried that finances are getting in the way, or your family wouldn't want you to do that. For those of you that aren't dating and don't have anyone that you have your sights set on. I think it's just acknowledging what you want and what you're looking for. But definitely the throat chakra is being highlighted, because we've got, with this card, the word communication as well. So it feels as though a lot of talking is going to happen for you in January about your love life, about your feelings, about what you want. This could be talking to, you know, your partner, someone that you're dating. You could talk to a friend about this. You might just even talk to yourself about it and just kind of say it all out loud and see what it feels like to hear everything about what you're feeling and figure out exactly what you want as a result of that. Love makes the difference, number 31. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. I really like that. Like I said, it feels as though the both of you are very responsible. Whoever this is that is being talked about here cares about you. It's not just a physical thing. Because sometimes I do get that when I pull the King of Wands character. I think, ooh, this, out of all of the kings, this would be the person that's mainly interested in the physical. This is the most likely to be a player or someone who doesn't want to be tied down a lot. But I'm not getting this from this pile at all, because I've got a lot of kind of caring, responsible, considerate cards. So let's get a message from the masculine, group 1. Okay, we've got Jizo, support. So again, that feeling of support, care, consideration, being around for you. Let's get a message from the feminine as well. Helping to heal past hurts as well, because Jizo is associated with bereavement and moving on from bereavement, you know, starting to live your life again. So that's really interesting. This person might help you through a tough time. And then we have Isolt, undying love. The love you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. So again, it feels like there are feelings there, but there are circumstances that are stopping you from getting together. Some of you may have recently lost partners, or that may be on their side. You know, there's been a breakup or possibly even a bereavement. I feel it might not just be about romantic love. You might have lost a loved one recently. It just feels like there is this kind of extra need for support at this time, because it feels like some of you have been feeling a bit vulnerable or a little bit kind of touchy recently, and you just need that support, that kindness, that warm arm wrapped around you with no words even being said, because there's no need to say it. You know, you just want that kindness from that person. You want the company. You want to spend that loving time with someone who genuinely cares. And I see you getting that. We have affection, definitely that energy that I was getting, affection with the rose as well, the rose like true love. Really, really beautiful card. And peace, the olive there, peace. Making peace with the past, making peace with people that you have fallen out with perhaps. I think your love life is going to bring you a lot of peace in January. You just feel like it feels right for you, you know, right person, right time. Or the kind of relationship that you have in January with this person will just feel like it just feels right, you know. I've noticed that you've got a lot of pinky orangey colors from this spread, so that could be a special color for you to wear at this time, kind of peachy colors. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius, definitely. Wow, you got a lot of cards that just mention love, which is nice, because we don't always get that. Even when I do a love reading, it can be more about how you're feeling and what your issues are at the moment, but I'm seeing a lot about love. And Aquarius now coming up in this reading as well. Let's get an archetype card. Let's see who is going to be important in your love life in January. Okay, so we only have one archetype card, and that is Scribe. So light attribute says preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attribute is altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. Now, it could just be one attribute of this person. It could be both that will resonate with you. So this person likely to enjoy writing or being creative with words, being creative with a pen. that may even be their job. You know, they might be a journalist or a writer, storyteller, poet. Let's get you a couple more cards and then we'll do your charms and dice, group 1. Oh, wow. Number 36, Wahre Liebe. True love. You guys, you got 2 true love cards in this reading, which is just beautiful. Wow. True love, undying love, affection, peace, bring love into the situation. Love makes the difference. Wow. That's just really beautiful. I love it when we get these repeated words or repeated messages in any reading. It just kind of makes the message more powerful, I think. So let's finish the cards with one of my new cards, which I'm very excited to use. Thank you again to our lovely anonymous donor. So you guys have got Snapdragon. Listen with care, speak with kindness. Oh my god, that's just been, you know, the message of this reading has been care and affection, kindness, support, love. It's a very gentle energy, it's gentleness, and I really, really love that. And also the word dragon, because obviously on these cards, you've got these little dragons who are kind of camouflaged as butterflies, which I think is gorgeous. So dragons, fire elementals being around you at this time, which is funny because we have got strong fire energy for this pile anyway. So let's put your charms on top, group 1, and see what they have to say. Just a quick 2-second disclaimer. If you don't like the sound of the charms, best to turn down the volume, or if you have the volume turned up super loud, it might be a little bit grating. So that's your warning. Okay, group 1, love life in January. Okay, so this charm fell out while I was shuffling. That is the Goldstone Ball, and I basically see that as being very similar to the Sun card in Tarot. It's just about confidence, optimism, happiness, good times, especially after a period of difficulty. And I am seeing one horseshoe that's pointed downwards and one horseshoe that's kind of sideways. So it feels like your luck is changing. As I said, it does feel as though you have had a tough time recently, like you've gone through difficulties. I've got this healing symbol there with the starfish, and also the lone wolf. You know, when I see that, I think of someone who has been lonely, or someone who wishes they could spend more time with people, someone who wished they had more support. There's also the worry thread there. You've got the letter I. So it's funny because you've got Isolt as a name, but you know, the letter I could be significant to you. It could be this person's name or surname. It could just be a word that comes to you. Sunflower, again, solar plexus, the sun card, happiness, fulfillment, joy, optimism, flexibility and adaptability as well. This person is going to fit in with your current life. They don't want you to kind of change anything about what you're doing. There is a guardian angel watching over you, trying to allay your fears, trying to stop you from worrying. Really beautiful. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 love hearts, which is gorgeous. And this one with the infinity symbol wrapped around it, for me that means that this is possibly a past life relationship, you know, a relationship that's been developing for a long time. And this person could be your other half, honestly, because we've got the flamingo there, and I always think of this being one half of a love heart, you know, one half of a coin. So it really feels like this person is a very good match to you. They are going to help you overcome feelings of crisis, feelings of fear or worry or stress. Feels like you've been very alert recently. You've really been looking for someone, or you've been very heightened in your energy. lovely big key that fell out here as well. So, you know, unblocking energy, finding solutions to problems, moving forward, opening the door, like opening this new chapter of your life. And then gorgeously as well, you've got the grandma and the granddad. So it's funny that they came out together, because again, I've been talking about perfect matches and, you know, one half of the same coin, etc., etc. But when I pull those charms, it's not necessarily about your grandma and granddad, or about old people or anything like that. It's about maturity. And I've been saying throughout this whole reading that I feel as though you and this person are both very sensible and very responsible and very mature, and you don't want to rush into things and ruin them, or you don't want to do something inconsiderate. So I think it's so lovely that you've got both of those charms coming out, just the masculine and the feminine, both very balanced, very reasonable, etc. So I think that's beautiful. So let's get your dice on top as well now. Finish up your reading. So the 5th set of dice, that's the actions dice. They look like this. Let's see how many we're going to roll for you, group 1. Just 2 today. Okay, that's fine. And then don't forget to go and watch your gnome as well. If you haven't already picked a gnome, go back to the start of the reading once I've done this. Group 1, Love Life in January. Okay. And I dropped the other one. Beautiful. Okay, so rocket crash landing to Earth. Possible starseed connection here, the two of you possibly being from the same star family. But again, I also feel like your life has been catastrophic recently, or your life has had to deal with a lot of disasters or a lot of disappointments. And I feel like this is going to start changing around now. And then we have this girl who is playing with these dolls. And when I look at them, it looks like she's trying to get them to make up. You know, she's saying, oh, well, you say this to this person, you say that, and then you both hug. That's always what I think when I get this dice. So again, it feels like making peace with someone or reconciling with someone after a difficult time. This may not be the romantic partner, you know, if things are going well, it may not be that you're going to fall out or anything. It could be with a family member or a friend, for example, and that just gives you a better sense of peace and stops you feeling anxious or worried about things. There's just this sense of, you know, making up with loved ones, feeling more harmony in your relationships in general, and I think that's beautiful. So I really hope you enjoyed this group 1. Like I said, if you haven't already picked your gnome, go back to the start of the reading and choose a gnome. If you have and you remember which one he is, then just jump to the gnome timestamps and they're going to give you a few extra messages. So I'm going to get started with pile 2 now, but you can go and jump to your gnome. And I hope you enjoyed this. Hey there, group 2. If you chose the doll with the dark blue coat and the Oceanic Tarot, then this is going to be your reading. So let's take a look at the cards and see what they have to say. As usual, I've got plenty of oracle cards, I have charms, I have dice, so make sure you stick around and get your full reading. And then after that, if you haven't already chosen your gnome for your extra messages, then you can go to the start of this reading and pick your gnome. If you have, then you can just jump to his timestamp once I finish this reading and get those extra messages. So group 2, Love Life in January. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So we have the Star, beautiful card to start with, Hope, and that's Aquarius energy. Then we have 4 of Swords, Recovery, interesting. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles, Gratitude. Interesting as well that we've got lots of different suits already. Wow, 7 of Wands, Endurance, and 7 of Cups, Possibility. So we have one of every single suit here. We've got 2 7s. So I think it's going to be a very varied month for you in love. I'm seeing Aquarius energy popping up, and that's the only zodiac sign that I have at the moment, but I will also name more if I start seeing more throughout this reading. So, hope and recovery, let's start on that first, because I feel like it's been a time where you've had it tough in love, or things just haven't been working out for you in the way that you've hoped. For example, maybe you've just had a breakup and then you've had this kind of low period where nothing much has been happening. Because when I get that Four of Swords, I kind of think of suspension. I think of having a break, having a rest. This may have been your own choice. You know, you may not have wanted to have a relationship for a while just because you were busy or because you just wanted some time to yourself, which is perfectly fine and normal. For others, I feel like you have actively been looking for someone or hoping for someone, but you just haven't had that spark or that person come into your life. You haven't had those opportunities, and I feel like things are going to change in January if that's the case, because we've got this gorgeous message of hope, which is beautiful. So renewed hope, renewed faith in what's going to happen. Endurance as well makes me feel like this has been a bit of a long journey for a lot of you in love. Like it's been quite a while since you were in a relationship or since you felt fulfilled in your love life. And so then possibility and gratitude here. So possibility, I feel like it's going to be more than one person that you get an opportunity with in January. Maybe you join a dating app and you get lots of messages, or maybe you bump into a few people and you think, ooh, maybe I could start talking to that person, see where it goes. Maybe you just get more than one person kind of express an interest in you over this month, and it's like, ooh, suddenly we've got a lot of stuff going on. So gratitude is gorgeous as well, just this message of feeling grateful, feeling thankful for the opportunities coming your way, feeling happy about new changes as well. Let's get you a romance angel, group 2. Oh, you've got 2 cards popping out there. Let's see what they say. Separation. Yep, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I feel like you have been separated from someone for a long time, or it's been quite a while since you've had that relationship with someone. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. So that's interesting. Talking to someone. Maybe someone is going to express that they like you, as I said before. Or maybe you've got a crush on someone that you might only have just realized, and you want to try something. Or maybe it's not so much about deep love for someone, but maybe, you have a close friend and you'd like that to be friends with benefits, or you'd like to just go on some dates with someone, just for a change. It feels like you're open to new possibilities in January. You want some excitement, you want some fun, and I see it coming your way. Then we have Green Man's Bride, number 38, Sacred Union, Commitment Ceremony, Maturing into Deep Relationships. So that is gorgeous. Like I said, it feels as though the masculine or feminine, whatever it is that you're looking for, is coming towards you. We've got this sense of new fertility, new abundance that the Green Man brings. Really gorgeous that you've got that message. Sacred Union, Maturing into Deep Relationship, Commitment Ceremony. I just felt like I had to read it again. Okay. Mural, number 25, be your own first priority. Yeah, it's like you're putting yourself first for a change, and you're thinking, rather than trying to please other people and be the person that they want me to be, I'm just going to be me and see what they can give me in return. There's like this newfound confidence, I feel. I think a lot of you are really going to be stepping out of your shell a lot, because when I see this image, she's drawing this castle that's on fire, and it's a castle, it's not a palace, it's like this fortress. So it's like you're escaping these 4 walls, or you're escaping this prison that you've been in, and you're going to start walking in these gorgeous flowers and feeling free again. So we have dreams here, number 23, vivid dreaming, dream messages, dream teaching. So you might get very vivid dreams around this time. Dream person could be coming your way, or maybe you didn't realize you liked someone until they appeared in your dream and you suddenly thought, oh, actually I do like that person. And fertility. Now, I just said this word when we got the Green Man card, so it's funny that it's actually come out in a card now. So number 8, potential, powerful creative energy, initiation energy. So I definitely like the word potential that's coming out there, because the Seven of Cups is all about potential. It's all about these different options that you have. But I will just say, for those of you who are looking to start a family, that could start happening for you around January, or looking to add to your family if you already have children. If that's not something that you want, I would just say be extra careful around January. Just make sure that you, are paying attention to what you're doing. If that's not something that you're looking for or hoping for, just take precautions. Okay. January. Awakening in bulk, yeah. Really feels like, these new experiences are coming to you after a long time of slumber, because in bulk is like the blossoming, the first flowers coming out after the darkness of the winter, and we've got the baby lambs there as well. So again, this sense of fertility. I feel as though it's like a personal awakening for you as well. And the reason why I say that is because, again, I'm drawn to this card, and I just feel as though a lot of you have spent so much time being what someone else wants, or being trapped in an unfulfilling relationship, or being stuck indoors. And it feels like you're going to take January and this new year and this fresh start as an opportunity to just have a fresh chance at being yourself. It's like you're going to be getting out there and just feeling so much happier in who you are. Some of you might be changing up your style a little bit, or trying to do things a bit differently. Maybe you're trying to say yes more often, or be more assertive, working on body language so you seem more confident, those kinds of things. Let's get a message from the masculine now, group 2. Okay, you have Vishnu, balance. That's nice. Things coming into balance for you. Not going too far the other way, because, if you have been someone who's been stuck at home for a long time and suddenly you've got lots of opportunity, it can be quite overwhelming. So I feel like it's saying it's just the right amount coming towards you. So I like that. And let's get a message from the feminine as well. Oh, you've got 2. Okay, let's see what these are. Ishchel, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. So healing from past hurts. Possibly as well, I think this is something that I truly believe in. When you start to live authentically, and when you start to be confident and feel comfortable being who you are and kind of unapologetic for that, I genuinely believe that that gives other people subconsciously permission to do the same thing. If everyone's always trying to look a certain way or trying to act a certain way, then it feels difficult to be the person that steps out from that and kind of makes themselves different, or steps out from the herd or the crowd. But if a few people start doing that, then it's contagious, and more people start to diversify. So I feel like we give each other permission to do the same thing. And then we have Rhiannon, sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. So again, possibilities, fertility, dreams as well seems to be connected to this. Like, you visualize something, or something came to you in a dream, and now it's coming into your life. Have patience, number 17. Love is patient and kind always. And this is the same number as the star card. So number 17, maybe the 17th of January is important to you. Maybe just the number 17 in general. So have patience. It's a lovely card. There's no need to rush anything, even if you're excited and you want to get started, I just want to come back to this card actually. So I just feel like gentleness as well with this card. When I see the lotus flower, I think of it gently unfurling. And so I'm wondering if maybe some of you are really into someone and you've only just realized. Again, this seems to be a message that I'm getting, is that some of you suddenly get really into someone that you weren't into before. And so they could be a friend, someone you already know, or it's like a very sudden thing when you meet someone new. And just be aware that they may not be as experienced as you, and so they may need a little bit more time, or it may just come as like a shock to them that you like them, because they just didn't expect you to, and so it just takes a little bit of time for them to get used to the idea and feel comfortable with everything. So that's just this energy that I have, is just gently, there's no need to rush even if you're excited to get started. And we have the gorgeous beginnings card here, and it's daffodil, so daffodil flower coming out, and again that's a symbol of springtime and awakening, so that seems to be your message, is awakening. And violet copper is the butterfly that this dragon is resembling in this card. So beginnings, definitely newness, new starts, fresh starts, new feelings, new experiences. Gorgeous. I'm also seeing that purple and kind of light blue are coming through as colours for you, light to medium blue, so that might be something you want to wear in January. There's another purple card. A win-win outcome is forecast. That's beautiful. Full moon in Libra, so Libra energy coming through now as well. Seem to be getting quite a few air energy cards. So a win-win outcome is forecast, so the right thing is going to happen for everyone involved. Really love that. And when I think of Libra in general, I just think of partnership anyway. So let's get you an archetype card, group 2, and see who's going to be important to you in your love life in January. Oh, you've got 2 cards. Okay, so number 1 is priest. Light attributes, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Shadow attributes, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. And just as a reminder, this could be 2 separate people because we've got 2 different cards, or it could be one person or you and another person. You don't have to take both attributes, you could just take one, just whatever resonates. And the other one is angel. Light attribute is helping those in need with no expectation of return. Shadow attributes is acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. So angels seem to be around you in general, but someone is going to kind of act as an angel for you in January, maybe like a matchmaking angel, or maybe someone's just going to turn up when you need them, because both of these cards to me are kind of about helping someone when they need it, or counseling someone when they need it. And also Ishchel as well, being the medicine woman, has that energy to them. So you could be that person for someone else in January, or maybe they are just going to be coming to you at the right moment, you know. Then we have number 33, Freiheit, freedom. That's exactly what I was talking about. This sense of setting yourself free from expectation, or from the same places all the time, or from a particular relationship or mindset possibly. Just, you're going to feel so much freer and so much happier in January. So much more confident and comfortable being who you are. And now for your last card, before I do your charms and dice group 2, let's use one of these gorgeous new cards, which I'm really excited to use. Okay, group 2. Oh, that was quick. And you've actually got 2. So group 2 seems to be getting 2 of a lot of cards. So we have Blushing Bride. Your intentions and heart deserve to be known. So again, the sense of expressing to someone how you feel or what you want. And Green Man's Bride is coming out here as well. So maybe even some of you are going to be getting engaged. Who knows? It just gives this sense of newness and excitement, you know. I'm really excited for you, group 2, because this looks like, you know, a great month in love. And then we have Rose. You're divinely loved and protected with grace. Oh, that's a beautiful card. Oh, really nice. And both of those to me are like massively connected to love, because sometimes we get messages that aren't specifically about love. They're more about yourself, or they're about confidence perhaps, or happiness. But those are definitely connected with love for me. So let's get your charms on top. We'll see if they have similar messages, or maybe some other things that they want to tell us. And just your quick 2-second warning, if you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have really high volume on your device, you might just want to turn it down while I shuffle them, because I know that not everyone likes the sound. So group 2, love life in January. Okay, so we've got the letter N. First of all, that's what I'm seeing. So possibly someone's name begins with N. Could be their name or surname. It could be a place. You might just get a word coming to you now that begins with N or has N quite prominently there. I feel like some of you have been through a toxic relationship in the recent past, because we've got this charm there and also this pirate flag, which is about seeing someone's true colors, seeing someone as they really are. You know, I feel like someone's really revealed themselves to you and it wasn't nice, and that's left you kind of hurt or trying to get over that situation. Maybe it happened a long time ago and something just recently brought it back, but that's what I'm seeing for you. You've got a gorgeous winter charm there, so obviously January is winter in the northern hemisphere. We've got an angel wing. Angels definitely helping you to put an end to this crisis time. And what's funny is you've got this fire extinguisher on the card where there's a picture of a castle being set on fire. So I think that's quite funny, you know, putting an end to destruction or difficult times. We've got the baby boy there, so some of you might have a male child, or some of you possibly dealing with someone who is younger than you. Especially if that is the masculine. The masculine seems to be the younger person for a lot of you, or maybe just not as experienced. As I said before, I get the feeling that for a lot of you, someone's not going to be as experienced as you when it comes to relationships. And so that takes a little bit of time for them to kind of get used to the idea or get comfortable with it. There's new security coming for you, definitely. Like you're kind of landing at a new shore. You've been lost at sea for a while, I think, group 2. And this is the beginning of something new. You're kind of unlocking a new door, a door to a new beginning. You're nurturing yourself as well. And it's just taking it one step at a time. We've got the ballerina. That always makes me think of the Page of Pentacles, just gently moving forward, not rushing yourself, not getting annoyed with yourself or anything like that. Just gently moving forward. Socializing as well. Tea time. Feels like you're going to be chatting to more people or actually meeting up with people more in January. So you could meet someone new, or it could just be that you spend time with a friend and you realize, actually, I'd like more from you, you know? Then we have hard work leading to sweet rewards. So this could be someone you work with, or it could be, as I said before, something that you've been gradually getting closer to for a while, or gradually trying to get used to the idea for a while already. You've actually got another rose here as well, the true love symbol. So there is definitely feelings here for you. The olive branch, growing closer to someone, making up with someone as well, or making peace with the past in general. You've got a fire elemental there, so a dragonfly. That's also a good luck symbol. Now this is interesting. This is a symbol of putting someone on a pedestal. So just remember that that person should be you. You know, don't see anyone else as perfect or try and change yourself for anyone else. We've got the conch shell there, which I believe is actually a symbol of Vishnu. So that's interesting that we've got that card. But for me, it's also a symbol of Neptune, Triton, Poseidon, any deities associated with the sea. And it's funny because you've got the Oceanic Tarot here. You chose the Oceanic Tarot. We've got a lot of watery energy cards, but you also have Uranus here popping out. So you might want to check your Uranus sign for January, what it's going to mean for you, because that could be really governing you at this time. It's also really associated with air energy, especially Aquarius. And I just always associate Uranus with like new ideas, kind of ingenuity, doing things a little bit differently, being a bit quirky like Aquarius. So again, there could be some interesting new setups for you, or you just trying to do something differently to what you've always done. Feels like you want something fresh and new in January, and I see you getting that when it comes to love and excitement. So let's finish up by putting your dice on top, group 2, and then you can go and get your gnome messages. Okay, and we're rolling the first set of dice for you. That's the fantasy dice. And they look like this. See how many we're going to roll. And we're rolling 6 of them for you today. Okay, 6. Group 2. Love life in January. Okay, interesting. So with this beer mug there, I immediately think, you know, socializing, spending time with people who you haven't been able to see recently or you haven't spent time with in that way for quite a while. And the lone wolf, feeling lonely, wanting more support, wanting more people around you. It's like you're going to go out of your way a little bit to spend more time with people in January, or maybe just with a particular person. Just like you're craving more social connection, I think, and more lighthearted energy. Because here I always think of the Fool when I get this dice, so new beginnings, but also traveling as well, you know, walking around, seeing new places, getting a change of scenery. Changing your mindset is happening as well. Some of you possibly shifting to new realities as well. You're just seeing things differently. You're kind of looking at your love life and you're thinking, well, of course, if I keep doing this, then I'm going to get the same result. You know, if I keep doing the same thing, I'll keep getting more of what I already have. So it feels like you're doing something differently. You're determined to change tactics a little bit. We've got the Lamia there, so I would say beware of a feminine who does not have your best interests at heart. This could be someone from your past that you're healing from, may not be romantically connected at all, could just be someone who's hurt you in a completely platonic way. Could be someone around in January as well, you know, maybe like an ex who is kind of hanging around, you know, or just a friend who's trying to pull you down a little bit because they don't want you getting too much excitement and fun if they're not. Just be aware of a feminine who's possibly jealous or maybe not acting in your best interests. And then finally, we've got the potion. So I feel like it's a love potion, honestly. It seems like you're seeing things differently. You may suddenly catch feelings for someone or grow attracted to someone that you would never have seen in that way before. You really feel drawn towards a particular person in January, but I feel like it's not just one person that you've got offers from. It feels like you have suddenly got a range of possibilities coming your way. So definitely an exciting month for you, Group 2. I'm really interested to hear how it goes, so definitely comment below. But now you can go and choose your gnome. If you haven't already, go back to the start of your reading and pick a gnome because they're going to give you your extra messages. If you already know which one you chose, then just jump to the timestamp and get the messages from your gnome. So hope you enjoyed this, and now I'm going to move on to pile number 3. Hey there, Group 3. If you chose the doll with the red coat and Tarot in Wonderland, then this is going to be your reading. So let's take a look and see what the cards have to say. And I've got plenty of oracle cards to add as well. And as always, I have charms and dice. So make sure you stick around and get your full reading. And then after that, you can go and choose your gnome. If you haven't already chosen a gnome from the main introduction, then you can go and do that afterwards. Or if you have and you remember which one you chose, then you can just jump to the timestamp after this reading. So Group 3, Love Life in January. Okay, so we've got the Fool there, that's nice, the sense of a new beginning. Then the Hierophant. The Hanged Man, wow, lots of major arcana cards. King of Cups. And 9 of Swords, interesting. So I'm seeing Taurus here and also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, so all of the water signs plus Taurus are popping out at the moment. So what's interesting is that I feel there is someone you have feelings for, or you are currently in a relationship with someone. And you're not sure what to do here because we've got the Fool. So I feel like there is going to be a sense of freshness, of newness, you wanting 2021 or January to be this new start for you. But then we've got the Hierophant, the Hanged Man, and the Nine of Swords. And these cards all kind of say to me that you're trying to figure out what is the right thing to do. You know, you've pressed pause on something for a while because you're not sure what the right course of action is. So maybe someone has feelings for you and they've told you this, but you're not sure about them. Or maybe, you know, you're interested in a certain person, but you don't know whether to tell them because you're not sure how they would react, or it doesn't feel like the right time. Circumstance wise, maybe you feel like time is running out for you to meet the right person and you're just hoping that they're going to come into your life because you're really starting to worry about it. It does seem like there is another person here though, so that's quite interesting. We'll see what the oracle cards have to say. You may not realize that someone has feelings for you because they just haven't been able to tell you. Okay, so group 3, love life in January. Okay, so your romance angel says, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Definitely feels like you are having doubts about someone or you're not sure about a certain person. So this could be someone you're dating or that you're actually in a committed relationship with. And you're just not sure if you want to be with them anymore or if you want to take things further. Maybe this is an ex who's come back into your life. It could even be a friend that you think possibly has feelings for you or vice versa, and you don't want to ruin the relationship. You know, this is saying give things a chance. See how things go, essentially. Wow. Okay, you've got 2 of these fairy oracle cards. So number 23, follow me. Come, this is your invitation to enter the realm of Faery. So definitely the sense of a new beginning, because look, Alice is jumping into Wonderland there. So there is this new entrance to a new world or a new life. And number 37, keeper of secrets. Use your discernment, confide in a trusted friend, keep silent about knowledge. Yeah, I honestly feel like you have a secret crush on someone, or you feel like your friend likes you and you don't want to say anything in case you're wrong or in case you can't give them what they want. Wow, group 3. Wow. There's a lot going on kind of unsaid at the moment, I think. There's a lot going on in the 3D world and the 5D. You know, you're just wondering what's going on. You get these vibes from someone, or you're sending out these vibes, but you don't want to actually say it, or you don't want to give someone the wrong idea, you know? Okay, group 2 got this card as well. Mural, number 25. Be your own first priority. So I think that's good advice, actually. If you like someone and you're not sure what to do about it, if you think on the balance of probabilities that it would be better for you to just tell them to get it over with so you're not kind of, you know, stressed about it all the time or anxious about it, then that's what you should do. If you feel like someone likes you and they're never going to come out and tell you, and, you know, it would be awkward because you wouldn't like them back, then just don't say anything. You know, there's no need to say, look, I think you have these feelings for me, if you don't want to offer them anything. It's just saying, do what's best for you. Do what will cause you the least amount of harm or the least amount of stress. Sanctuary, number 28. Privacy, inviolate personal space, respected boundaries and taboos. So again, this sense of secrecy. I feel as though there's someone that you're trying to pull away from as well, or you're trying to pull back from possibly social media or a group of friends who are always kind of chatting to each other or gossiping. It feels like you just want some headspace. So give that to yourself in January. If you need time to think about things, or if you need more time to make a decision, then do that. You know, if someone isn't prepared to give you that time or isn't prepared to give you a bit of space, then they don't really respect you and they've kind of made the decision for you already, if that makes sense. Maybe you've discovered something about a friend that you are worried about sharing because you don't want to, you know, be the messenger. Litha, intensification. Wow. So it honestly, it does feel intense for you, group 3. It feels like a lot is going on all at once and you're not sure what to do about it. I would honestly say, based on the energy that I'm getting from the cards so far, take a step back if you feel you need it. Give yourself that time and space to think things through. Don't send messages or call someone when you're feeling really emotional or when something is very raw for you. Give it time so that you're more logical, more detached. You know, don't send a message in anger or sadness or, you know, anything. Just give it a little bit of time for the feelings to just simmer down a little bit. Maybe even talk to someone, because this is saying as well, confide in a trusted friend. So for example, let's say you want to message someone and you just are so deep in the situation that you're not sure what you should say. Maybe ask a friend who does not know this person or who is completely not invested in the situation, or ask a family member to help you send that message, or to help you kind of think of what you want to say and write it down for a conversation that you want to have with someone. Okay, group 3, let's get a message from the masculine for you. Oh, focus. Yeah, so definitely focus is needed. It feels like your mind is very scattered. Your emotions are also a bit all over the place. It honestly feels like you're not sure exactly what you want and you don't want to make the wrong decision. So time is needed, I think. Time and space from the person or the situation is needed. Let's get a message from the feminine as well. Sulis, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. And look, this mermaid is taking time for herself in a bath. So that's the private space that's going on here. And obviously the King of Cups is also very connected to water, so there's a lot of watery energy in this reading. But you might find taking a walk by a river or a lake or the sea, if you are lucky enough to live nearby one of those places, might help to recharge. You might find that listening to water sounds, having that on in the background, might help you. Listening to the rain, having a bath, having a shower, these things. And also stay hydrated as well. That's a good message from that card. Stay hydrated, because that will help your mood and your focus so much. Oh, yeah, just really get the message for you, group 3, that you don't want to make the wrong choice, so you want to do the right thing. So you have number 33, appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. So again, it's about being in the moment. Do something for someone. Number 41, give your attention to another. Number 27, spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime, and that may be a reason why things feel very intense for you. If a relationship is, you know, bound up in old karma or has a past life element to it, things can feel very intense. And number 6, be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. But I honestly feel like the message here is don't do that until you personally have the energy to do so. Until you've recharged and until you've fully thought about this relationship or the situation. Don't just go ahead and talk to someone because you feel like you should. Give it time, and then when you're ready, things will be so much better because you'll have had that space to think about things, and you know, you'll be fully recharged on a physical sense. I'm also drawn to the conch shell in this card, actually, because there's a little mermaid sitting in there, and for me, conch shells, it's those things that you pick up and listen. You know, you want to hear the sound of the sea inside the shell. So I feel like there's a lot to do with listening in this month as well. And if you're not being listened to by someone, then you know that this is not the person for you. You know that it's time to step away. So then we have Grace with yellow jasmine here, and the dragon is camouflaged as a two-tailed pasha butterfly. So Grace, doing things with graciousness. Graciously accepting a situation, for example, or being gracious with emotions. graciously accepting apologies, for example. Wow, it's funny, group 2 got a lot of 2 times cards for things, and now group 3 is getting 4 cards for a few things. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, wow. Nothing will come of this situation, void of course moon. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. You and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So we've got Aries coming out again. Coming out for the first time now, and now Cancer coming out again. So a lot is going to change for you in this month in your love life. I feel like your feelings are going to change. You're going to make a fresh decision, and that's going to change the energies. And what I'm seeing from the rest of the cards is I think this is more of a timeline that's going on. So we've got this time of nothing much happening, you taking that time for yourself, and then finally being ready to take action, knowing what you need to do now that you've had that distance from the situation. And then you and your loved ones are safe. And that's just a nice message here saying that it's important to prioritize yourself, because it's not about other people. Other people are fine in this situation and they just want you to be happy. Don't worry about how things will affect, you know, family members or friends, etc. Focus on you. Fluss, number 35, river. So again, this water image, this sense of being by water. And that's, again, just taking things slowly, going with the flow, not making any sudden movements, waiting until you are ready. And now let's use one of my gorgeous new cards from this lovely new deck, which I'm really excited to use. And then we'll do your charms and dice, group 3. Okay, so we have hydrangea, focus on wholeness above and below. And that's really been a message that keeps coming up for you in this reading, is this sense of focusing on nourishing yourself and making sure that you are okay physically, that you are okay mentally, that you are okay emotionally. And that will all feed into you feeling ready to make this decision, or ready to have a certain conversation, ready to jump into something new, ready to move things to the next level. Whatever it is that's being talked about here, you've got to prioritize yourself and your feelings first. So let's get your charms on top now, group 3. Just a quick disclaimer before I start. If you don't like the sound of the charms, or if you have the volume turned up high, you might just want to turn it down quickly on your device before I start shuffling, because I know that not everyone likes the sound and they can be pretty loud. So group 3, you've got a lot of blues and blacks actually coming out for you. So those could be colours that you want to wear in January to help bring this kind of calm energy. So group 3, love life in January. Okay, so definitely very attached to someone at this time. It feels like it is a very intense connection, or someone that you really genuinely care about as a person outside of any kind of relationship. We've got the other attachment charm, so definitely this is true. The letter A is coming out, so that could be someone's name or surname. It could be a word that comes to you. We also have charming, which is the reverse of the Libra charm. And we have Sagittarius coming through as well. Plus a fire elemental. So this little dragonfly here is a fire elemental, also a good luck symbol. So you have fire elementals around you at this time. You have the true love charm, which is nice with the rose. There's definitely strong feelings here on both sides, I feel. And I don't think it's just romantic either. I think you genuinely care about this person as a person, and that's why you don't want to say or do the wrong thing. I've got this big key here as well, so unlocking the door to something new, unblocking blocked energy. Star seeds as well, you might be part of this person's star family, so that's interesting. That could also link to the intensity and the kind of kindred spirit that you feel with this person. You're both likely star seeds. Then we have another star, which is all about faith and hope. Knowing that things will work out eventually, there will be an end to this feeling of crisis, or this feeling of being stuck or blocked, feeling trapped even, not sure what to say or do. There will come an end to this time where you feel like you're just not getting anywhere. You're just moving backwards and forwards and you're not making any progress. Some of you may also have known this person from childhood that's being talked about now. There are also issues from the past that are maybe colouring the way that you make your decision. So we've got this skeleton there. Skeletons in the closet from the past that make you think, well, this person was like that, so maybe this person would do the same thing. Or, you know, we had that argument back then and I'm still not sure I'm over it, etc., etc. That's kind of colouring your decision making. We have growth and health and stability here. And also, I love football. So you share a hobby with this person, or you share a significant interest that kind of keeps you either seeing each other very regularly or keeps you very closely connected, maybe in the same friendship groups, the same sports team or something. You seem to have very interwoven lives with this person. So let's get your dice on top as well, group 3. Okay, so we're rolling the 6th set of dice, that is the Voyager's dice. They look like this. And how many of them are we going to roll? 3. Okay, so three dice for group 3. Okay. So group 3, love life in January. So we've got the cave. Some of you, really struggling to get out of the same behaviors or the same mindset. Some of you have been stuck at home for a long time and you just want that space. It's like you just want to have that personal, private space from this situation where no one can get you, no one can make you talk about it, no one can ask you what your opinion is, etc. You just want that private space for a while. Then we have this dice, which always makes me think of balance, because we've got the light and the dark, yin and the yang, masculine and feminine, day and night. So in many ways, you're a good match for this person. Possibly you think of this person as like a really good friend or a brother or sister, actually, because there is this strong kindred element to this relationship. And then finally, we have the treasure map. So you will find what you seek eventually. You're not always going to feel stuck about this situation. You're not always going to be unsure about this person. You're going to find what you're looking for eventually, whether it's with this person or with someone else. You're going to find the answer. You're going to find that treasure that you're looking for. So I hope you enjoyed this group 3. Now you can go and pick your gnome if you haven't already done that from the start of this reading. If you have and you remember which one you chose, then just jump to the timestamps because I'm going to get ready and do those now. I'll be starting with Gismund, Gnome A, and that'll give you some extra messages. So I hope you enjoyed this group 3. Let's get started with Gnome A. Hi there, Gismund's group. So if you chose Gismund or Gnome A as your gnome, then let's get your channeled messages and your extra cards, just to give you that more of a personalized reading, more of a layered reading for your love life in January. Okay, so the letter T is coming through quite strongly. A lot of you dealing with someone whose name begins with T. Let's get some cards out. Okay, and before I turn them over, I'm just going to keep trying to get some channeled messages. Some of you dealing with someone born in the year of the snake. A lot of you have really been healing heart chakra issues as well. I'm seeing the heart chakra coming out loud and clear. So a lot of you have really been trying to heal a broken heart or trying to just be more open to people emotionally. I feel like it's been a while that you've been guarding that heart chakra or you've been wounded there. And so now it's like gaining more health. You're trying to open up more. You're trying to have that vibrant heart chakra energy. Seeing India coming up for a lot of you as well. So India could be somewhere you want to travel to, or you could be dealing with someone from India. You could be from India. Some of you might have had past lives in India as well. Could even be a name. Can be a girl's name, India sometimes, or Indira can be a girl's name as well. Seeing what else we get. Indie or indigo coming out. It's that sound. Yeah, I'm hearing you are good enough. So that may be something you've been telling yourself, or something that you just need to hear right now. You are good enough, Gismund's group. And don't settle for second best is what I'm hearing as well. So if you're in a situation where you feel this person ticks most of my boxes but not all of them, or this person is perfect but, you know, if you find yourself saying that, then you may need to reevaluate whether this is the right person for you. Let's take a look at your cards now. So you have Восьмерка мечей, the 8 of Swords, and this says практика, so practice. Король чаш, the King of Cups, and this says семья, family. Двойка мечей, the 2 of Swords, злость, rage. And finally Солнце, the sun. Beautiful. Okay, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming out strongly for this group. I can see that you're in two minds about something. Someone's really been winding you up, and it could be a partner, someone you're dating. Like I said, this kind of they're perfect but, or they tick most of my boxes but not all of them. They're not that fulfilling. It feels as though you've been putting in a lot of work when it comes to relationships, and now you're just in two minds about someone. You're not sure what to do. You're not sure, you know, how to move forward with this. And I do see this happy ending for you. You're possibly being pushed into choices by your family or by traditional values, but I'm seeing this happy ending coming, but you just need to make up your mind about this person. If they are not the right fit for you, then I think you already know that. I don't think this is new information to you. Let's get you another card. Music. There is a melody to be heard in the deepest parts of the woods if only we listen. So it feels like you're being asked to slow down a little bit and just, you know, breathe, listen to the sounds that are coming from within you, listen to that intuitive feeling. Also, music is interesting because now I'm feeling like you might hear a song and the words just really resonate with you, or a song that comes on at like just the right moment with just the right words. And I think it's going to really be like a realization moment for you in January. But definitely things are going to get better. Gismund's group, if you have been struggling with someone, I think once you've made that decision, it's going to feel so very freeing, and you're just going to have, you know, a much happier future ahead of you. So whether you plan to stay with this person and follow down that path or not, I see the future as being very bright, as long as you make the decision that feels fundamentally right for you and not for others. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this reading today, Gismund's group. I really hope you did. Please do like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know how this resonated with you. Help me reach 12k on this channel. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead, full of love and joy and laughter. Thank you for sharing your time with me today, and sharing your energy with me today as well. Check out the description box if you want to get more involved with what I do, or if you want to donate to the channel or become a patron, then check out what I've got in the description box. Otherwise, have a great rest of your day, you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, take care. Hi there, Gunvald's group. If you chose Gnome B, whose name is Gunvald, then this is going to be your extra messages about your love life in January. So actually the letter B and the letter C are coming out very strongly for this group. So those could be initials of someone, you know, they could be the first name or the first kind of sound of their name. I'm hearing shadow side, like I'm seeing a literal shadow. So I feel as though you have been dealing with darker aspects of your personality, or with aspects of yourself that you don't feel 100% comfortable with. recently. You're trying to overcome that or trying to make peace with that. I'm also seeing blossoming, so like flowers just popping out of the ground. So this is going to be a time of new beginning for you. And that was a strong message in one of the groups. I can't remember which one it was now. But you may have picked that group, and that's just an extra confirmation for you. I'm seeing the sea as well. So sea deities, water elementals might be strongly connected to you. You might be looking to travel on the sea or near the sea. You might live by the sea. It's just what I'm getting is this image of the sea, kind of the waves crashing onto the beach. And I'm hearing it's now or never. So it feels like you're getting ready to change something or to make like a big move or a big decision. And it's now or never for you, I feel. Let's just shuffle the cards and get them out. Okay, and before I turn them over, I'm just going to try and get a few more messages for you, channeled messages. I'm seeing the lips as well. There's something to do with the lips. Some of you possibly having an injury there, or something like lip fillers, or maybe trying a different lipstick. There's something to do with the lips that's important. Maybe you just have really nice lips and you aren't aware of it, but there's something to do with the lips coming through for me here. Maybe someone wants to kiss you in January, or you want to kiss them, or they're going to be really drawn to you and say like, oh, you have gorgeous lips, or you have really like seductive lips or something. I'm just seeing lips. And I'm seeing a halo as well. So maybe you're trying to be a bit more rebellious, you know? Maybe you're trying to step away a little bit from the good girl or good boy vibes. You know, you want to be a little bit different. You want to have more excitement. Just seeing if anything else comes through. And I'm hearing protect yourself as well. Okay, so that could be referring to literal, you know, like protect yourself from bad energies or from people around you. It could be to do with intimacy. You know, we've already talked about this in one of the readings, that this could be a fertile time for some of you, and that might not be what you're into. That might not be what you're looking for. So protection is important. But I feel like it's saying don't just get involved with someone like for the wrong reasons, you know, just because you want to be wild or you want to be different or you want some excitement. Don't get involved with someone who's bad news. So let's pull your cards, see what they are. Oh, gorgeous. You've got Влюбленные, the lovers. Imperator, the empress. Sorry, not the empress, the emperor. Imperator. And Karol Bulav, the king of wands. And this says Vlast, power, down the bottom. So we've got Aries, Gemini, Leo, and Sagittarius. Definitely Aries, like especially Aries coming out here. Some of you possibly dealing with a fire sign. I really feel like there is someone that you've got your eye on, or that you're growing closer to, someone that you have feelings for potentially, and this person seems to want to be in charge a lot. So that's possibly what you're being warned against, is if this person might be the sort of person who would try and change you, or would try and always be the decision maker in the relationship, you know, like you don't get to decide when we move in, it has to be this person's decision or this person's time frame when things happen. Just be wary of that. If that sounds like the person you're seeing or the person you're interested in, then I would kind of recommend backing off a little bit, or making it known that that's not something you will accept. Reconnect. Secrets lurk in the captive shadows deep in the woods. And it's funny because I saw the shadow side. So, you know, really accepting those parts of yourself that you're not comfortable with, or that you haven't ever really paid much attention to. Reconnecting and just becoming more of an authentic you as well, I feel. For some of you, this could be about getting back with exes or seeing people that you haven't seen in a very long time. But I think for most of you, it's about fully being comfortable in who you are. And that being like the catalyst for a lot more confident decisions and better decisions for yourself as well. So I really hope you enjoyed this, Gunvald's group. I hope you enjoyed the reading today. I hope you have a lovely January full of love and joy and laughter. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and sharing your energy with me here today. Please do like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know how this resonated with you. And if you want to get more involved in what I do here or help out with the channel a little bit, show your support for the channel, then check out the description box because there's loads of links in there. You can become a patron on my Patreon page, you can donate to the channel, etc. I've got a few pages on there where you can go and follow me if you'd like to do that. And yeah, that's always where I put all my information and all my interesting links. So check that out if you'd like to, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Hi there, Geir's group. So if you chose Gnome C, which is the lovely Geir, then you're going to get your extra messages now, just to give you more of a personalised reading, that layered reading that I like to do. So the letter V is coming out very strongly for this reading, as well as the number 3 and 13. Okay, so they could be dates like the 3rd of January, 13th of January. They could be times, they could just be lucky numbers. But the letter V, I feel like it's someone's name, and I kind of want to put an E to it, like Vera or Veronica. Other names now escaping me that would be VE, but yeah, that's strongly coming to me, so that could be someone's name here. Could be a surname as well, obviously. It's just what's coming to me at the moment. I'm also seeing sand, so that could be referring to spending time at the beach, traveling potentially. When I think of sand, I think of softness, I think of kind of molding something as well, to be a different shape. See what else I get. Weight loss is coming up strongly for a lot of you as well. January is going to be the time when you're focused on that. You're wanting to become fitter or just healthier in general. Some of you dealing with people born in the year of the sheep or goat. Okay, I'm just going to see if I get any more channeled messages before I read those cards. Okay, so I'm hearing like a wild goose chase, like don't get sent on a wild goose chase. So if someone's been spinning you a line, promising you something, and you feel in your heart that they're never going to fulfill it, or you feel as though it's been too long now, you know, they should have done this by now, I would say move on from that person or change your expectations of that person. That's a message for some of you. I'm also seeing that for a lot of you, something really beautiful is going to grow starting around February time. So that's an extra message for you. I feel like it's love related. Some of you have spent a lot of time focusing on your career recently as well and seeing finances improving. And I'm seeing you like shaking your hair, like walking out of a building, like shaking your hair, as though it's like one of those hair adverts. So some of you getting a new haircut or just feeling more confident in general, but it's focused on your hair. So some of you haven't been happy with your hair recently, and that's going to change soon. Maybe you're dyeing it a new color. Just getting a cut, just paying more attention to it, taking better care of it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing from the channeled messages. So let's get your cards. We have got Oceanic, which is the Hermit. We've got the Dvojka Moniet, which is the Two of Pentacles, and this says Объединение, which is like union or unity. And then we have Rytsar Chash, so the Knight of Cups, and it says Обольщение, seduction. So I am seeing Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for this reading, and so it feels as though you are coming together with another person, and it seems as though the masculine is the one who's driving this. They're the person who is flirting, texting more, you know, trying to push for dates, trying to push for a physical connection possibly, because I feel like for a lot of you this is new. This is something you've not experienced for quite a while, you know. Funny about the hair, you know, the haircut potentially with that long beard there. It feels like you've been just not getting out there very much, which is understandable in the current climate. You know, you might have not been paying attention to your looks recently, or not been paying attention to social events and things. Your confidence might have slipped because you just haven't been going out and speaking to people, and now you're not used to it as much. So that's what's happening in January, is you're kind of reconnecting to this energy of being around other people, and it's like you want to put on a show a little bit more. You want to do a lot with your appearance. You know, you want to improve your appearance or feel more confident in your appearance. So I'm seeing that coming through strongly for this group in January. Teach. Inspire others and let nature be your greatest teacher. Okay, so maybe you are, you know, wanting to stand out from the crowd. You want to shine in social events. You want to be the person that everyone has their eye on. But you want to do it in a tasteful way. You know, you want to be classy, or you want to be someone who other people aspire to, or other people think of as a good role model. So this is very nice. This is very positive. Some of you may actually be teachers as your job, or educators, trainers, for example. But that's what I'm seeing, is that you want to start leading the way a little bit more. You want to start taking back some of the power and decision making into your own hands a little bit more. And it's very positive. You know, I just get this sense of feeling more confident within yourself in January, feeling happy with the way you look, more satisfied with that. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this Gaia's group. I hope this was a fun reading for you. Please do like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know how this resonated with you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and sharing your energy with me today. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do in this channel, or show your support for the channel, then check out my description box, because I've got a ton of links in there to help you, you know, show your support or just get more involved with what I do here. So you can become a patron on my Patreon page, for example. You can donate to the channel. I've got a few pages where you can follow me if you'd like to do that. If not, that's fine. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye. Take care. Hi there, Gjord's group. If you chose Gnome D or Gjord, then this is your extra reading with some extra messages. So let's see what messages I'm getting. I'm seeing the letter M straight away, like M, for you guys. So that could be someone's initial. Doesn't have to be their first name. It could be their surname or a middle name. But I'm seeing the letter M. And also A. A is coming out for this reading as well. And I feel as though you are kind of involved with someone who you care about, but you're taking the lead. This group, it feels like you're the person who's going to be guiding things. You're possibly more experienced than this person. You know, they might be younger than you, or they haven't got the experience of relationships that you do. There's this sense of you being the person who's taking the lead. Some of you, it's almost like a mother type relationship, like you're almost mothering this person. Maybe they didn't have that kind of mother figure when they were growing up, and they find a lot of comfort from you because you're like this nurturing person. I'm getting a very Empress / Queen of Pentacles energy from you, Gjord's group. Very nurturing, loving, kind person. Okay. And I'm seeing like an uphill walk, so I feel like it will be a little bit of time until you are fully comfortable with this person, fully happy with what's going on in this situation. You want to take things slowly and gently. You don't want to rush, and you don't want to rush for the sake of them as much as you don't want to rush for the sake of yourself. But I'm seeing the sun there, so there is this new optimism, this happiness, this positivity, good news coming your way. I think you're going to hear a lot of what you want to hear in January, which is interesting. Like I'm seeing someone speaking to you and it being like what you've wanted to hear for a long time, or what you were hoping this person would say. So that's interesting. I think a lot of you are working hard at the moment as well, so you know, hard work is coming out as quite important. That might kind of dictate what you can and can't do in your love life at the moment. Let's get some extra cards. Okay, so Yeah, I'm hearing go for it. Honestly, that's what I'm hearing, is just go for it. Like, I'm seeing that and I'm seeing a green light. So just go ahead and do what you're planning to do. We've got звезды there, so the star, or stars as it's called in this deck. We've got пятерка чаш, the Five of Cups, and this says opыт, so experience. Like I was talking about, feels like you are the more experienced person in this situation. You got a ton of cards, by the way, so we're just going to go through them. Страшный суд, judgment. Восьмерка мечей, the Eight of Swords, and this says практика, so practice. Шестерка мечей, Six of Swords, idealism, idealism. Десятка булав, the Ten of Wands, and this says ссора, arguments. Дурак, the Fool. Колесо, the Wheel of Fortune. And туз монет, the Ace of Pentacles, and this says business, so business. Okay, interesting. So yeah, this new beginning here, we've got that quite clearly. We've got the Fool, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this is going to be a fresh start for you. There's this sense of newness, but it feels like you know this person already. With the Judgment card, I think it's like you go to someone who is already a friend or possibly a work colleague, and you just, you know, say, should we do this? You know, it's like, do you want to go out on a date with me, or do you want to come over to mine? You know, it's like you just take the initiative for once, and you get a lot of positive reward from this. I honestly see that, because I feel like you've been in two minds about it for a little while, with the Eight of Swords, with the Ten of Wands, Six of Swords as well. It feels like you've been asking yourself, is this what I should be doing? Is this wrong of me? What if this person gets hurt, etc.? What if I get hurt? You know, you've been kind of playing this out in your mind for a while, and now it's time to see how it figures out in the real world, you know, in the physical world. Time. Embrace in the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. Okay, so I think this is just saying it feels like the right time for this now. You feel ready for whatever it is that you're planning or hoping for. And it's kind of saying just enjoy it while you can, because maybe you won't always live near this person, or maybe you won't always have, you know, this current circumstances that you're living in. Maybe you won't always work with this person. And so it's saying just take advantage of the time that you have now, of the circumstances that you have now, the situation, and enjoy it for what it could be. You never know what it might develop into. You never know what positive results you might get from this, because I'm particularly drawn to these two cards together. You know, the Wheel of Fortune bringing a lot of positivity with it. So I feel that this is going to be a very abundant time for you, with a lot of unexpected and positive rewards and benefits. So I really hope you enjoyed this Gjord's group. I hope you found this a fun reading. Please do like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know how this resonated. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here today and sharing your energy with me. And if you'd like to get more involved with what I do here on the channel, or show your support for the channel in a separate way, then check out the description box, because there's loads of links in there as to how to get involved and do that. You can donate to the channel, you can become a patron on my Patreon page, you can go and follow me on some of my social media pages. Just whatever you want to do, that's totally fine. And yeah, just have a great January, have a great rest of your day as well, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, take care.